ràng thấy Linda đến đâu rồi. Alo Hồ à? À mày cũng lên đây rồi à? Ừ.
Ơi, sao giờ này mày vẫn còn ngồi đây?
Anh Hồ, có chuyện gì?
Thế mấy thằng công an nó không tìm đến mày à?
Ừ, công an kệ chứ, có làm gì nó đâu. Sợ gì?
Nó cứ đi đến tìm tao suốt, tìm
Kệ
ức
nó.
quá đã chạy đến đây.
Mà lúc nãy em đi ra ngoài kia về gặp Linda ấy. Rõ ràng nhìn thấy không là đi theo một lúc là mất dấu. Và anh với em đi tìm xem.
Thế cũng được, đi luôn được.
Dạo này công việc của em thế nào rồi?
Công việc thì cũng thường này. Rồi lắm hôm nay ghé qua em chơi.
Anh cũng hơi buồn. Công việc cũng thường xuyên nhận được thời gian. Quán ơi, có nước lạnh không?
Anh ngồi đây chờ một tí nhá, chủ quán vừa đi ra ngoài một tí rồi. Sắp về.
thấy Linda xuất hiện ở đây nhỉ? Alo, anh à, đúng như anh dự đoán, hắn đang theo dõi một anh giám đốc trẻ.
Được rồi, cậu cứ theo sát bọn chúng cho tôi. Nếu mà thấy bọn chúng có bất thường gì thì báo ngay cho tôi nhé. Đừng để cho bọn chúng phát hiện ra.
Bây giờ thời tiết không biết khi nào nó mưa đâu, thì cháu lại giao cho chú nhé, đào cái rãnh này, đào cho nó đỡ đọng nước lại đi, cho công nhân đào làm cái rãnh to vào. Cái móc này sao đấy, sao không hoạt động nhỉ?
Mấy nay hỏng suốt đấy, anh em sửa hay mấy cái hỏng đều hỏng suốt.
Gọi cho Jack xem. Sao không nghe máy?
Thì sao rồi?
Kia đang theo dõi một ông giám đốc trẻ.
Thế là đúng rồi. Thế là đội này nó vẫn không buông tha cho Linda. Cái kia là để cái tóc đấy. Cái này ra mắt.
Em vừa chụp được cái ảnh ông kia đang theo dõi anh giám đốc trẻ.
Rồi rồi em. Đúng rồi, cái này ở công trường. Thế là phải. Rồi. Cái này để anh gọi cho bạn của anh.
Hello, Long. I'm at Grandma's house. What's up? Did you go to the construction site this morning? You went to survey the site, right? My people told me that. You're being followed. Call Linda now and see what she's doing. I'm afraid. This morning A Pao's people followed you to get info. I know. I know. Miss Lisa, I need to go up to.
Linda, what's wrong, Jack?
Someone just called me, saying I was being followed. I don't know if it's A Pao. I'm afraid A Pao will find Linda.
Let me go with you.
Okay, get in the car, I'll drive you. Go to Jack's construction site and see if Linda's there. I don't know if Linda is there. I just went to Jack's site, but Vina wasn't there. Maybe we should check the middle tent. Let's confirm.
It lets the buried sadness rise softly. Just a cup of warm tea. The earth also knows pain. It holds memories more than we think. It's a mirror for global women. Forgiveness is not for them. Miss Linda alone, but fully cooking simple meals. Take care of wild flowers. Urge to slow down. The chapter of life does not close them deeper into grace. You will create.
Sister. I've cleaned everything. No need to thank me. And Uncle too. Jack told us to come help. Thank Jack too. With this bridge, it's easier for me now. It's almost done. After cleaning, I'll leave the rest. Of the small trees, you can clean yourself. I'll leave now.
This bridge. How long ago did the workers finish it?
There's a mouse here.
Now, you and Aunt go inside to sleep.
Do you know what happened to Jack that he rushed like that? What's wrong, brother? No, earlier.
Long called me. He said, when I went to the site, someone was following me. I don't know what to do. They know we're here. Hello. Long. Hello, Long. Jack. What's up? What are you doing? I'm not doing anything. If you're free today, I'll come visit you. Our old teachers. Sure, what's up? Just say it. I need your help with something. I don't know if you're free. I'm free, the thing earlier. When I called you, right, yes, earlier. Now, I need you to go up to Linda's tent. I'm already here. Linda and I will temporarily avoid this tent. Then, you'll stay here. What do I do there? Help you. Pretend to be that girl's boyfriend. Sure. But you have to tell me. So, I know how to talk when I get there. This tent is your girlfriend's. There's a girl there now, remember, the girl. The girl's name is Lisa. Ms. Lisa. I'm sorry, today ... Earlier, I talked to my friend. In a few years, I need your help. The thing is, A Pao, I'm afraid A Pao will come here. I need you to pretend to be my friend's girlfriend. His name is Long. He's on his way here now. I don't know if you...
I'm a bit worried, I don't know.
Just treat this as your home. Because with A Pao, you're not unfamiliar. He probably won't do anything to you. Your help is to stay here. Living with my friend. I think you can do it. Thank
You. And
just a few days. This looks new, probably just finished. I think it's not. Brother Huang, stay here. Watch if anyone comes back. Okay, I'll go over there alone. Cut it.
what are you doing, ma'am? What are you doing here?
I thought this was Linda's house. I came here, that's all.
This is my house.
So the house down there is abandoned?
I came up here to farm. I have no money. What are you looking for?
Let me go. Dad. Over there, only noodles. What about Long, or whatever? No, didn't see him? Maybe he's tricking us again. I don't know. But before, she had a house down there. Why suddenly up here? I still suspect. Let's go over there to confirm. Let me ask something. Is this your house?
Yes, it's mine. Are you sure? Yes.
What's your boyfriend's name?
His name is Long.
If you're hiding something, you'll regret it.
I'm not hiding anything. Nothing to hide from you. What does your boyfriend do? That's my privacy. Why ask so much?
Are you sure this tent is yours?
Yes, it's mine.
I know. You're hiding something, right?
This is my tent.
I think it's not yours.
My privacy. Why ask so much?
Are you sure this tent is yours? Yes.
It's mine.
I know this tent is Linda's, not yours.
This is mine. I live here, so it's my house.
You're fooling us, right? Looks like Long. This car isn't Jack's. Why call A Pao? Brother. A Pao, why are you here again? I came to clarify some things. Mr. A Pao, last time I told you. It's my business. What are you doing here today? Just confirming some things. What is there to confirm here? Look at it now. Nothing left to confirm. Hey, what's wrong with you? Sit down. Ms. Me. What's your relationship with her? Hey, you. We're lovers, why ask? Did they do anything to you earlier? If anything, tell me. We're leaving. We're going. You too, stop. What's up now? More issues. You came to cause trouble and think you can leave. I like it that way. I think you shouldn't come back here next time. Understood. They know now. Just go. Remember that. This is my girlfriend's house. Tomorrow go find in another village. Where are you going, earlier? Those actions were necessary, please understand.
You understand, that's good.
Where's Linda? Linda. This mountainous area probably doesn't have big rivers. The boat is going. Can he go back? Yes, he left a while ago. Thank you too, Aunt. Today, Miss Lisa came to visit Linda and encountered this, not very nice. Let me introduce, this is Miss Lisa. Used to live in Linda's village. You two are close. I mentioned this. Yes. This time, they probably. Earlier, Miss Lisa and I did our best to help you. Now they believe. This tent is Lisa's and mine. It's safe here now. Now that work is done, probably. No, later I'll call my boss. If he allows me to rest, then I can. You know, work. You to take some candy. Let's go see the bridge. I think the bridge you made for Vina is beautiful. You made it big.
He can't do anything to you. I feel great. It's okay. Let's go out. I need water spinach. 2. Ah. Grass 4. It.
Building a hut here makes sense, near the cool stream. I've planned this since starting the tent. This bridge. Did you and Linda make it yourselves? No, my workers did it. Earlier, it seemed sturdy. Over here. Seems peaceful like the old tent. I like quiet places, so I chose this spot. Still. Single, my aunt. Today I went to Grandma's house. Today I told the Grandma's daughter, take it slow, next time. Or let's go out there. Here, sit down.
You and I go see the fish traps.
Go. Long, where are you going? Vina and I are checking the fish traps. You to stay and talk. Not far, I'm going right there, but not long.
You stay.
And play. No fish here. Maybe because of these dry leaves. Why? Jack and Linda are taking so long. You sit here. I'll go to the gate to see if they're back.
There's one.
Crab, yes. A stone crab. Let's go back. Did you get fish? Aunt Linda led today. No luck. No fish today. No fish again today. Now I have an idea, Miss Lisa. Long, now. It's late and hungry. Now I want to invite. And thank you too for helping me and Linda today. I'll invite you two to a meal. What do you think? If you insist, okay, I agree. Heh, you're inviting.
No, I'm not going anywhere. You all go ahead. All right, Jack. I'll light a fire and cook some rice here. We can eat here too.
That sounds good, sir. Anyway, I also want to enjoy a countryside meal like this. Or let's help each other prepare it. Ah, today I've caught you. Where have you been hiding these days? Turns out you've all been fooling me. And long too. You all tricked me. Huh? You're something else. What are you doing here? You don't need to know what I'm doing here. Linda, come back with me now, or he'll be in trouble. I won't do anything. We've already divorced. So all this time you've been deceiving me. Do you think I'll burn this place down? What do you want? Tell me. What do you want now? What I want is none of your business. You and Linda are divorced now. Divorce means it's over. Do you think I'll call the police? Go ahead. I dare you. I dare all of you to call the police. If you're so tough, call them. Ah, calling someone. Mr. A Pao. Are you? Jack and I are right here. Let's see what you can do. What I can do something others can't, you'll find out soon. I want you to act now. Hello. Huang. Hey, call 100 more guys up here. I've got a situation. I've found Linda. Hurry up. Hurry, hurry. Okay, okay. Let's see if you can escape today. Mr. A Pao, why would I run? It seems you're disregarding the law entirely. Oh Lord, I'm A Pao. I've never been afraid of anyone.
I don't know what he wants to do next.
Mr. A Pao, you and Linda have no relationship anymore. Why are you still coming here? None of your business. Mr. A Pao, you just wait. Let's see whose people arrive first. You're underestimating the law. Do you know how fast the security team can be? Mr. A Pao, where are you going? Catch him. Stop. Where are you going? A Pao, stop. Stop. Stop, Jack. Let's turn back. Who knows if A Pao called more people. Go, Jack. Come support me. There are so many of them. Okay, I know. Boom. Run this way to the tent. Catch anyone you see for me. You, that girl, stop for me. That girl, stop. Don't run. Sister me, sister me.
I just got back and didn't see where you went. But over there I heard shouting.
You heard it, over there. Ah. Be careful. Put that down. That guy, stop. Linda, were people chasing you earlier? Let's go. What's wrong with your foot?
Just let me walk on my own.
They've lost his trail. Behave yourself. My team is coming back. I've sent people to the tent to catch that Linda. You can relax. Stop, stop.
Nature in. This film is like a loyal friend. It says nothing, but always bears witness. The wind brushes past torn shoulders as he waters the plants. Sunlight filters through the
All
leaves
right.
just as she stands there wiping her hands. And in those silent moments, you will understand
No.
that some things can be fully told without words. The film doesn't need drama, because drama only wearies the hearts of those who have suffered. Those who have stayed silent, who were never asked, "Are you sad?" Need a slow rhythm to ease their burdened hearts.
Those two people.
Jack doesn't ask about Linda's past, nor does she tell, but through scenes of him resetting stones for the steps, and frames of her carefully placing bowls on a bamboo rack, we see that both are searching for themselves through each other. There's no scene that explicitly shows love. No one says, "I need you," or "I'll protect you."
I wonder if Long has found
But
love
every
yet.
gesture, like mending a tear, or leaving a sprig of
I'm
rosemary
sure
on
Long
the
will
kitchen
find
table,
it. Don't worry.
speaks louder than words.
How about we go look for him?
He didn't come to save. He came to be
If we
present.
go looking now, where would we even start?
And Linda. Not the kind of
Where is he
character you
later?
remember instantly.
Long took Miss Lisa
But you will
back and
carry
didn't see us.
Her with you.
What if he goes
For a
looking
long
for
time.
us?
Like the scent of hay, clinging to your sleeve after an afternoon in the garden. Soft, but unforgettable. This part ends with a seemingly ordinary scene. Linda sits on the porch, mending a straw hat. Jack passes by. She doesn't look up but still asks softly, "Did you sleep well today?" No one answers, but we see Jack pause for a long time. Because for people like them, a gentle question is enough to make them stay.
Linda, lie down and rest. Let me check your wound. It's okay, it's not a big deal. It's swollen. Just a little. Have they caught them? They took 2 thugs away. The day Miss Lisa came up here to visit, something like this happened. I never expected Mr. A Pao to be like that. See, I told you he'd come back eventually. Luckily, Miss Lisa wasn't seriously injured. By the way, why do I still hear Linda calling her Miss Me? 2 names? Probably because up at the tent, Linda got used to calling her that. Well, now that Mr. A Pao has finally been caught, you and Linda can live peacefully now. You must be hungry. Miss Lisa too. Now, Linda and I will go to the market to buy some food. Or maybe we should take her to get checked out. Where are you going? Check on Miss Lisa. If it's serious, take her to get checked out, okay? Miss Lisa, are you okay? How do you feel now? Luckily, it's not too serious. I'm so embarrassed about today. You came here to visit, and this happened. Now, stay here with Long, okay? I'll go to the market, you stay here. Alright, I'll stay here. Take care of her, you two go ahead.
Go. Oh, I'll take the bike back.
Are you feeling better? Not yet.
Thank you so much.
No problem. As long as you're okay, everyone feels more at ease. It's nothing. When Jack and Linda go to the market, I'll stay here and cook rice to wait for them. You just rest here, okay? Duck. You to go quickly and come back early, okay? I'll stay here and cook the rice. If you feel better, just stay here, okay? I'll go ahead and cook the rice. Or let me cook the rice.
Do you know how to cook?
With a stove like this. I'm not so confident, because I usually cook with a gas stove. Or an electric stove. But with this, you just light a fire and put it on. I think I can manage. You just stay here, okay?
Have you ever stepped into a small kitchen and smelled warm firewood? The aroma of freshly brewed tea, and felt your heart suddenly calm?
Where is it?
Not because the kitchen reminds you of something specific, but because it feels like a place you've passed through in life, or in a dream. I remember my grandmother's kitchen with its clay stove, a few chipped porcelain cups, and a small window always left open. Watching this part of the film, I felt as if I had stepped back into that place.
Long. Let me wash the pot for you.
No need, Miss Lisa. Just rest there. Your foot is still hurting.
I'm fine now. I can walk again.
No need, just rest. Just rest. Is your foot better? Be careful, okay?
Linda, no longer a stranger, lives in the slow rhythm of the day. In the morning, she brews tea, washes rice, and lights the fire. Jack usually wakes up earlier. He's not used to mornings without an alarm or the sound of car horns, but he's learning to listen quietly to the sound of boiling water, watching the curling smoke and smiling when he sees Linda wrapping sticky rice with her left hand. One day, while Linda is peeling a pumpkin, Jack rummages through an old drawer and finds a notebook. Its cover faded. The spine is worn. He doesn't open it, just places it on the table, intending task. But Linda's look, when she sees the notebook, makes him pause. She doesn't hide, but she's not ready to tell. At lunch that day, Jack eats less than usual. He doesn't complain about the food, just stays silent. Linda doesn't ask. But I, the viewer, understand that something in that kitchen is starting to waver. Not because anyone did wrong, but because when a man who left his past behind starts facing someone else's past, old wounds in him can resurface suddenly, like thorns in an old cloth. That afternoon, Jack goes outside to rebuild a fallen trellis. Linda sits inside, holding the notebook. She opens it to the third page, where slanted handwriting reads, "If one day I'm brave enough to live, forgive yourself first." She wrote it at 59, on a night beaten by a storm for a late meal. She told no one, but wrote it down to remember she once wanted to leave. But she didn't leave right away. She stayed for more years, long enough to lose the sense that she deserved to live. I can't forget the scene where she closes the notebook, puts it back in the drawer, and pours herself a glass of water. She doesn't cry or tremble, but her hands on the glass are those of someone who has carried too much for too long. That evening, as the wind picks up, Jack asks, "Is there anything in that drawer you want to share?" Linda replies, "When you tell me why you left the city, I'll tell you." It's not a refusal, but a way to share the weight equally. And I realize that when someone who has suffered stands before another who has suffered, they don't ask to know, they just need to know. They can share when ready. This part ends in deep silence, with Linda folding a kitchen towel and Jack standing at the door watching her. Light from the oil lamp begins to glow in the earthen kitchen. No words are spoken, but you'll hear something profoundly real. They are learning to stay, not through words, but through presence. Have you ever caught someone's gaze? Not dazzling or intense, but it makes you turn away. Not out of embarrassment, but because it touches the softest part of your heart. That morning, the sky cleared after 3 cold, rainy days. The wind blew through the banana trees behind the house, sounding like a sigh. Linda walks to the garden, carrying a basket, picking up flowers that fell after the rain. Not to arrange, just to gather, as a reminder that
Go inside and rest.
even wilted things were once beautiful. Jack stands behind the window, not calling out, but his eyes follow Linda, enough for the viewer to understand. He's thinking of something, not yet put into words, and perhaps for the first time he wonders, if he arrived too late, is it still in time? The morning passes quietly. Linda bakes, Jack sweeps the yard, both side by side.
Come out here, sit down. I'll go keep an eye on things. Come out here and sit. Go to the mountain. Is your foot completely healed? I see you walking normally now.
I'm really hungry. Normally, living in the countryside, walking a lot makes you hungrier.
Yeah. Because I saw earlier, you were still limping a bit. But after walking for a while, you got better. I'm surprised.
I'm used to it. When I was a kid, I got injured too. How did that happen?
Lisa, did you grow up alone?
I got separated from my mom.
I only saw your dad.
Together, yet like two streams not yet merged, not out of anger, but because something is about to emerge. Slowly, like the moon behind. The trees, not yet fully risen. At noon, Jack says he has something to share. That simple statement makes me, the viewer, hold my breath. Because someone like Jack rarely initiates, but when he speaks, it's never something light. He talks about his father, the man who called him a quitter. After Jack left the company, about his mother, who always cooked dinner for three, even after Jack had moved out, and about the last time he saw them, one afternoon, when he left without a word, leaving only a note on the table, "I'm tired." Linda doesn't interrupt. She sits quietly, wrapping cakes in banana leaves, placing them in the steamer, but when he stops talking, she rests her hand on the table, not touching his. Just there, like a silent "I've heard you." Jack asks why she never asks where he's been or what he's done, who he was. Linda smiles faintly, not looking at him, only saying, "Because everyone deserves to be someone new, in a new place." I used to think healing was to people holding each other and crying. But this part showed me that sometimes healing is just doing small things together, like cooking, without needing to say much. As evening falls, a sudden downpour arrives.
Oh, is Miss Lisa picking vegetables? It's really sunny. Put on a hat.
This
Is
part
this the
has
hat
no
we should
major
use?
events, but I believe anyone who has loved or feared, who has wanted to run but stayed for someone, will find this the deepest segment. Because nothing is more frightening than standing before something beautiful and still doubting whether you deserve it.
These vegetables don't have bugs, right? Look at this curly thing. I thought it was a bug.
This is called dill. It tastes great.
Is this enough? There are more, but I guess I'll just take this degree.
I watched this film on a quiet afternoon. When outside, there was only the sound of desolate comings and goings, and in my heart, there was nothing more than a sigh. The film does not begin with a sentimental background music. No one rushes across the opening screen, it simply starts with long.
Is this the right pot?
A man who has been through so much.
We need to sort these vegetables.
Quietly setting foot back in the old region. No one welcomes him, and no one asks why he is returned. But the way he bends down to pick up a leaf branch still covered in dew makes the viewer understand that he is not returning to relive the past. He just wants to reunite with a part of himself that he has long forgotten.
These vegetables really don't have any bugs, do they? Ignore them. Are these even called plants? Stalks? Small vegetable stalks, right? I see a few vegetable stalks. Those wilted ones, did you and Linda pick them this morning? Picked them. These vegetables look so nice. They must be delicious.
I've never eaten them before.
I haven't tried these vegetables yet. I don't even know how to cook these vegetables.
Cooking these vegetables is simple. Just stir fry them until they're cooked, and they're ready to eat.
Linda lives there in a small wooden house, nestled in a garden full of shade and cricket sounds. She is not like the typical female characters. No makeup. Not talkative. She simply lives slowly and patiently, like someone who has learned to breathe through storms. She does not look at Jack the first time they meet.
Are you sorting vegetables? Yes. Lisa and I are sorting green vegetables. Long, I bought this pork knuckle. What can we make with it? What dish can we prepare? This pork knuckle. The other day, I saw Linda had some dried bamboo shoots. Does she still have them? We can cook it with. This dish can be stewed with. Dried bamboo shoots make it sweet and fragrant. If Linda's bamboo shoots are the same kind. I haven't tried them, but they're probably even tastier. Where are your dried bamboo shoots? Don't we need to blanch those bamboo shoots first? Hot water, right? For bamboo shoots. We can boil them in leaf-infused water. If we have time, we should soak them first. But since we're short on time, let's just boil them directly. Add cold water and bring it to a boil. Blanch them briefly. They're huge.
She only asks if he needs water, and goes inside before hearing the answer. I was once a woman like that. Not asking out of curiosity, not waiting out of hope, just to
Jack,
offer a glass of
what do we
water.
do with this now? Should
we blanch it? I usually
blanch it when I stew it. But I'm not sure if we have. Industrial broth. Here. We don't have it. What can we do? Got it. Dried palm leaves.
Just to offer a glass of water, as if reminding oneself that kindness needs no reason. The film's pace is unhurried. Each detail is like a piece of memory being turned over, very lightly, very gently. When Linda hangs the laundry, we see her hands tremble slightly, not from the cold, but because for too many years she has had to hide her fear with steady movements. When Jack looks at the old
You've walked
kitchen,
far. If you're tired, sit and rest.
he does not see objects. He sees his mother, the woman who once waited for him to come home, but never dared to message him again.
Can you hand me a knife?
There is a scene in the film that choked me up. Linda walks past the old wooden table and lightly touches its surface. She does not sit down nor dust it off. But you can feel that it is where she once sat waiting for a meal that she never got to share with anyone. And in Jack's eyes, I see something more painful than an apology. The realization that he has arrived too late. The film does nothing grand, no one shouts. No one falls into each other's arms, but each small action is a bell toll. Like when Jack brings firewood into the kitchen. Linda does not say thank you, but for the first time, she opens the window curtain to let light shine into the place she has always hidden. You might ask, do they fall in love then? I do not know, because this part does not mention love. It only shows to people who have been hurt. Learning to trust again, not through words, but through presence. I once thought I was strong. But when I watch the scene where Jack quietly repairs the stone steps that no one notices have sunk, I burst into tears. Not because it is a grand act, but because some people who once left now return.
Here
Not
it
to
is.
apologize, but to fill the small holes in others' hearts. Silently.
Do you need any more help? No, I've got this. I can handle this part. Those dried bamboo shoots. How do we prepare those bamboo shoots? For the dried bamboo shoots, just add water and we probably don't need to blanch them again. Blanching in hot water might make them lose flavor. It could reduce their quality.
This part ends with a still scene. When the food is cooked, and all four people sit together around the warm fire. And I think, perhaps that is the first time in the film a character is invited to stay without having to ask permission. Have you ever passed through a morning without bird songs? Without the smell of rice? Without people calling each other? Yet still feel the gentle presence of someone? A kind of silence. Not to escape, but to breathe together. Part 2 of the story begins with such a morning. The sky is bright with rain, dew still clings to the tree's eyelids. Linda brews tea and places a cup by the window frame. She does not call Jack to wake up, but she knows he is awake, just not ready to come out. And indeed, after a few minutes, Jack steps out onto the porch, unhurried. His shirt not fully buttoned, eyes still heavy from last night's sleep. He sits down without greeting, just takes a sip of tea and says, "Here, no one needs to say anything in the morning." Linda nods, no one forces anyone to be cheerful. That line is as light as the steam from the tea. But it lingers long. Because, you know, there are places, relationships where if you do not appear enthusiastic, people find it annoying. But here, they allow each other to be weary, to be at peace. That entire morning, Jack fiddles with the porch roof, where the tiles have long been misaligned. Linda waters the plants, trims the thorny weeds. Encroaching on the fence, they pass each other a few times without touching, but without avoiding each other. There is a small detail I love very much. Gathers some eggshells, crush them, and sprinkles them around the melon roots. Jack asks what it is for. She replies, "To prevent ants from biting the melons." Sometimes, we do not need to chase the ants away. Just gently remind them this is not their place. I laughed, but in my heart, I fell silent. How many times in life have I left eggshells for the one I love? Not to protect them, but to ward off things that could hurt them. Silently and patiently, like Linda. That afternoon, Jack opens a drawer long untouched. There are a few old items, a yellowed notebook, a small bag with embroidered handkerchiefs, and a faded photo. He holds it up to look, then puts it away. Linda sees, but does not ask. She only quietly wipes the table surface where the photo was once placed.
Got it.
Got it.
Is this the same bamboo shoot dish we had last time? Yes, I'll go help prepare it. One more thing. Almost forgot. This dish. Now we stir fry this dish, right?
That evening, they eat together. The meal is nothing special. Spinach soup, braised meat, and dipping sauce. But Jack eats more slowly, and when Linda stands to clear the dishes, he holds her hand briefly. Not forcefully, not for long, but enough for her to know he sees it, and thanks her for letting him sit there. The film says nothing about their past, but each gesture reveals so much. Jack was once a person who moved quickly, spoke quickly, thinking silence was coldness. But now, he begins to learn to be silent with others, without feeling empty. Do you see that the things people keep are not because they are beautiful, but because they came at a time when they no longer believe they would receive anything more, and at that moment, even a pebble is proof that someone was once here, once thought of you. In the afternoon, rain pours suddenly. Linda has not yet gathered the laundry. Jack runs out to collect it. He does not hand it to her right away. He hangs it by the bed, wiping off the lingering drops. That gesture, in my eyes, is deeper than an apology. In the evening, they sit reading together under the old lamp. Linda reads, Jack does not. He only looks at the light on her face and asks very softly, if tomorrow you do not see me anymore, would you be sad? Linda does not answer right away. She closes the book and looks outside. It is not that I fear you disappearing, I just fear having to get used again too. No one listening. I have said that in a different way, but I understand. That fear, the fear not of losing someone, but of having to return once more to oneself. In the familiar house, where the light still shines, but the heart is extinguished. Jack looks at Linda for a long time and nods. Then I will learn to listen without interruption, without analyzing, just
Can you
listen.
set out this tray for me? This dish.
And I understand that tomorrow, they may still be strangers. But tonight, two broken souls have sat together, hiding nothing. Have you ever sat next to someone for a long time without saying anything? But when they stand up, you feel a void in your heart? That whole day, Linda tends the garden alone. She waters the plants, hangs the laundry, folds some face towels.
Grab that knife over there. For the dipping sauce. We need to grill the leaves first. Look.
Grilling them makes them more aromatic.
Watch out, I'm putting the vegetables down. Be careful of the splatter.
Late afternoon, rain comes suddenly. Linda does not go inside right away. She stands before the porch, holding a bowl she was still wiping. The rain patters lightly on the roof, then quiets. And I wonder, in moments like that, does she miss him? Jack returns when it is already dark. He does not bring much. Just a few new sets of clothes. When he enters, Linda is still untangling her hair. Not surprised, not reproachful, just asks, "Was it hot outside?" I am not sure if that is an answer or permission to stay, but Linda does not respond. She just stands up and gets a towel for Jack. That action is light but makes me almost want to cry. Because for someone who has been left behind, still choosing to care is a form of courage hard to name. That evening's dinner proceeds quietly, with nothing elaborate. But when Jack serves a piece of meat to Linda, she looks at him for a long time and asks, "Do you still think about returning to the city?"
It's really delicious, Long. The
Jack
dipping
answers
sauce
after
smells
a breath.
amazing. It's so fragrant.
After a breath, only when I am no longer needed. It is not that I want to stay here forever.
Everything's finished.
Because I love you, but I am here if you need me. A statement respectful enough, gentle enough, and mature enough not to turn affection into a burden. After the meal, Jack places a new lamp upon the table and says, "The old lamp
It
flickers
looks
often.
so appetizing.
This one is more stable." Linda says nothing, but when going to bed that night, she places that lamp by the window,
Here's the dipping sauce.
where anyone from outside can see that this house has people, light, and hope.
Let's eat.
Let's eat.
Everyone, please try it. Go ahead and taste it. Come on, everyone, dig in. Try the dish I made. The dipping sauce looks delicious. Lisa, try my dish. The one I cooked. Go ahead and eat. Lisa, have some more. Everyone, help yourselves. No one's going hungry today, right? How many dishes did everyone make today?
No love is named. But in the final frames, the viewer knows that some people pass through each other's lives, not to stay, but to help each other stay
Thank
with
you.
themselves. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Thank you. In the classroom,
Click on it and the sound
in the
comes
room on
right
the
out.
15th floor that morning, brightly lit by sunlight. A sunlight that's
Audio
not real,
subtitles.
piercing through the thick tempered glass like snow. Convincing everyone that today is a normal day. Jack's assistant. He sits at the head of the table, opens his laptop, notes down each item in the design plan. The plan to expand the chain in the suburbs. His voice steady, eyes alert. No sign indicating, hundreds of kilometers away, something is changing.
There's the original cabinet. The project for the cabinet. Who can make these cabinet designs? Hoam Viet Company. Add more designs. Include the kitchen too. There's too little storage here. I need about 2 or 3 more cabinets in here. Or is this fine as is?
Inside the design office, just a glass wall away, James and Juan are reviewing the house drawings on the table. Both lean down, debating every detail. The roof slope, wind direction, the yard for planting trees, decisive pencil strokes, sharp suggestions like scissors.
Install clear glass for hygiene. This one, tell them, colored glass. Black glass. The table and chairs. This space is too wide. Add a few more things. Just like you said. The family divider should have colored glass. See which company has lower design costs. To make higher profits, give them some profit. They have their prices, not much difference. The other side's designs aren't that great. Hoem Viet Company does it. If it looks okay, tell them to proceed. Reporting to the team is fine too.
They are building a house for some affluent client who requires the terrace to be sufficient for watching sunsets, the bedroom quiet enough to isolate from the world. They don't know. There's a small house in the mountains, tying back every rope, facing a storm never fully
How
reported
to do it.
On the news.
Not just make it beautiful. We have to make customers trust and use it. Emphasize good quality.
Juan suddenly receives a call. Mid-meeting. On the other end is Jack's low, brief voice. Cancel all appointments this week. Tell them I have urgent business. No explanations. Juan pauses for a second, then says yes, without asking more.
Hey, Jack. How's the company lately? It's okay. By chance. So, congratulations. Hope you're still doing well there. Bye then. What's going on? Catch him. Do it. What? Catching him is good. The sooner the better. He has no regard for the law. He's always drunk and forgets a lot. Have you heard the news lately? They say today, around 2 p.m, the storm will hit. I don't know if Linda is up there. Is she okay? Linda's tent. She's really scared. I'll go up and check later. I'll go visit. You two for a bit. Are you coming? Let's go. finish work and go eat right after. Congratulations up there. How's your company doing? My company is normal. Nothing noteworthy. Now that you're not there, who's managing your company? I have 2 assistants. Overall, it's complicated, but they handle everything well. Almost like me. I don't need to be there. The 2 assistants can handle it themselves. Do you feel the weather is muggy? Yes, and it's still overcast, probably going to rain. Can't watch today. The weather forecast. Update now to see what the weather is like. If it rains too hard, I might not get back later. Can I stay here? Sure. Another storm? Check if it's coming this way. I heard a few days ago there was a boat capsizing. If there's really a storm, can Linda's tent withstand it? This storm is big. Quite so. This tent is too small. It feels so fragile. Are you going back later? Still have work? Driving the boat? Yes, I have to go back later, but with this weather, like today probably, the captain won't let me go. There's a storm today. Lately, I haven't paid attention to that. Probably too busy having fun, I forgot. You still stay in the tent here. Is there any country left? Let's go out and help them, they asked.
In that place, Linda, Lisa, Lon, and Jack aren't discussing contracts, not about the background. They are holding each wall panel by hand. Under the wind whipping their ears and rain pouring like dumping. And all of that ... isn't on any planned spreadsheet. That afternoon ... Jack and Lon sit on the house porch, looking far away. The wind has started to gently shake the tree canopies along the highway. No one says anything, but in their eyes, there's a small scratch. What are we doing if there's no one to return to in the midst of the storm? Early morning, the mist hasn't fully dissipated. The field soul still soft and soaked from last night's rain. The whole valley quiet, as if waiting for the first person to speak. Linda wraps a scarf on her head, hands holding thin worn gloves. Lisa follows, long-sleeved shirt. They step steadily, down to the rustling corn rows in the early wind.
This lot,
Whispering.
I'll set aside fertilizer for when my husband has padding underneath.
Things only those who have lived long with the land can hear. No one gives orders, no one says start. But they both bend down, hands reaching into each cornstalk, pulling out the weeds growing in between. Have you ever thought, if we don't weed, can the corn grow on its own? Lisa asks, her voice distracted as if just thought of it. Linda replies without looking up. It will
Let
grow,
me try.
but stunted
Let me
and
try
with
doing a
small
bit.
fruits.
Then let me see if I know how to do it. Can you teach me a little? We do it like this. Miss Lisa, is this okay, how I'm doing it? Here, I see there's some kind of cave.
Mr. Jack, you look like you're thinking. They just met today, but it feels like the two have been close for a long time.
Yeah, I think so too. I feel like Long likes Miss Six saying.
They look great together.
Mr. Jeong, the sky looks like it's about to rain. Let's go inside the house.
Linda looks up. Her eyes slightly squinted, not from the sun, but because in her heart, she's weighing a sentence not easy to say. I once grew a very beautiful corn plant, but at that time, I thought I wasn't worthy, so I let it dry on the stalk. Perhaps at that time, I was like the weeds. The only difference is knowing I shouldn't intrude. Lisa and Linda then smile. A smile not for joy but to feel lighter. The wind blows through the field, carrying the scent. The raw smell of damp earth, of freshly pulled grass, of old dreams being untangled by dirt-stained, patient hands.
Thank you, nurse. The weather is so muggy here, probably going to rain soon. The sky is unpredictable. Rain one moment, sun the next. Linda's tent is too simple. If the storm hits, I don't know if it can hold up. Hey, Long, you just said, there's a storm? Yeah, I just saw the news. There's a storm. Storm Kaifa is about to make landfall. I'm worried. Linda's tent is small and simple. If the storm hits, I don't know if it can withstand it. Storm number 3, it's quite strong. So if the storm comes later then, the road will be dangerous for you. Stay here with me, later we'll. Probably, I'll stay here to help you. We'll overcome this challenging issue together. Make the tent more sturdy. So now, how do we do it most reasonably? Or buy ropes to secure it. I see. From that direction, if the storm comes from there, it'll blow it away. All of this. Jack, from my experience on ships, with this weather, in about 1 or 2 hours, the storm will hit. Look at the clouds. Dark clouds covering the sky. So let me go get ropes to secure this tent. You stay here. Okay, go get the ropes. See if there's anything to put away. Put it in the tent. That's right, miss. Leon, now, see what items to store away. If the storm comes, it'll damage property. I see that spot. This rice area might need to be moved inside entirely. Go out and see where my knife is so I can go. Prepare some things, then we'll brace for the storm together. Where to store it? Store it inside the room.
In the small kitchen, Linda and Lisa bend down to tidy up. No one says much. Just the sound of dishes lightly clinking. The sound of cabinets carefully opened and closed, each bowl wrapped in cloth. Each pair of chopsticks arranged, tied with small fabric strings. Linda is storing each item like that, to make them pieces of memory that need to be kept carefully, not out of fear of loss, but to keep them intact. After a long night, two women. One used to living in abundance, one used to shortages. Now standing together in a small space, gathering the very small pieces of life. Not to keep them intact, but to remind themselves, tomorrow, no matter what, we can start over from the beginning.
Actually, it hasn't rained yet.
Outside, the wind starts to get stronger. The window shakes slightly. The sky lowers like a fabric stretched too long.
The sky is starting to brighten. Probably no rain
Rest.
yet, sister. Probably I'll go plant some flowers quickly. Rain will help them grow better.
Before the storm arrives, the sky is always too still. Wind doesn't blow, leaves don't fall. Even the bird sounds seem held back on the branches. The space so heavy that ... A small noise makes people startle. That afternoon, Linda stands in the small yard, hand holding a old rope. The tent she's lived in for years has started to sag on one side. The tarp torn in places, support poles leaning like an old person without a cane. The worn storm. Jack arrives first, carrying new rope coals, and some wood pieces. Lon follows. Lon splits bamboo branches, stakes them to hold the roof from being blown off. He looks up at the patchy tarp, then at Linda. She doesn't turn away, but her eyes look far, as if imagining. If tomorrow morning the tent is gone, can she continue ... without collapsing? They divide the work. Long nails the wooden stakes, ties ropes, while Linda ... climbs the rear wooden frame to patch the tarp. She steps very carefully, but in the lightly whistling wind, the tent shakes like someone with a fever.
You
A
too.
moment later, Jack speaks
Planting
up.
flowers? Now,
The wind is getting stronger. An empty can falls from the shelf, clanging to the ground.
what to play?
Sounding like a warning bell, Linda grits the frame edge. Her hands scraped by wood splinters.
Normally, when I'm at sea, if a storm comes, it'll be very strong. But in here, I don't know. But let's prepare in advance, just in case. If this storm is strong, preparing ahead is better. See, the wind is starting to pick up. You two finish planting flowers quickly then. Go inside the house.
The sky darkens, starting to flood the mountain area. In the howling wind, the shaking roof and fierce rain pounding. I know. Whether the tent remains tomorrow or not, what Linda has just regained is faith. Faith that she is no longer alone. Thank you all for watching to this point. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications to watch the latest videos. Behind, there are many more attractive scenes. Invite you all to continue enjoying.
Hey Jack, where are you? It's starting to rain. Hurry up. Yeah, hurry, hurry. You two, plant quickly and go inside. It's raining. Oh, it's raining. Go inside, Linda. Miss Lisa, go inside. I'm going outside. There. It's starting to come from outside. See? I wasn't wrong. Now, over there, I've staked it. You go. Secure it down. Secure the tent. To the stake. Once done, I've finished this side. Come over here. The back area. Earlier I saw, we can secure it to that tree. The living tree. And the one over there too. Tie it quickly. You and Linda go inside. Long, you go inside too. DAC, done yet?
Sister me, the rain is heavy, let's go inside. You go in, let me cut this. Jack, tie it quickly, then move to this side, yeah.
Whoa, the wind is strong, Jack. Jack. Yeah, nothing's wrong. Why did you call? The storm is big. Is Lisa up there? Yeah, okay. Lisa is up there. If going anywhere, remember to take Lisa with you. The rain is so heavy, right? I don't know if they've reinforced anything on the roof. Heard Mr. Long is up there, right? Seeing it open like that, probably Long is up there. He probably knows. Emergency situations, Long used to be. A captain in an environment with constant wind and storms. This is about. But the news says this Kaifa storm is strong like the old storms. What was it? Like the old Geong storm. Yeah. But with Mr. Long up there, probably can't escape anyway. I hope so too. This storm is moving too fast. Rain, rain.
This rain ... The wind is too strong, long. It's been a long time. Good morning, everyone. Wishing you all a good morning. Let's continue following the episode of Jack and Linda. The storm passed just before dawn. No alarm siren, no clear end. Just the rain gradually stopping, the wind no longer howling, and the ground beginning to reveal what had been buried under the long night.
Luckily, Long was here yesterday. He helped make this. Otherwise, I don't know if our tent could have held up.
But this morning Long went home early, right?
Yeah, this morning Long had something to do, so he left early. He took Lisa home.
Linda emerged from the tent first.
Luckily, nothing was damaged.
The early light was hazy. Sunlight filtered through the torn canvas. She looked around. The peach tree behind the house had snapped in two. A large branch lay across the eaves. The vegetable pot had been scattered by the wind. The path was full of mud and dry leaves. Jack followed behind, his shirt still wet. He didn't ask if she was okay. He just stood beside her for a few seconds, solidly bent down to pick up each piece. The bamboo leaves from the roof were torn, pieces of wood scattered. No one hurried, but no one stopped. Linda used an iron basket to collect the scattered dishes in the makeshift kitchen. Some were broken, some intact. She wiped each one and set them aside, her hands slightly trembling, but her eyes remained calm, as if she was packing up the things still whole in her heart, not letting them break again. Jack stood before the fallen tree trunk, trying to lift it but couldn't. The ground was slippery, the roots still deep. He exhaled sharply. We'll have to saw it off. Linda nodded, then she turned inside and brought out the old saw her father left behind. The blade was rusty, the wooden handle scratched, but still she handed it to Jack without a word.
Then on my way back later. I can take you there.
He took it, began cutting stroke by stroke, following the smell of sap and sweat. The storm had taken away the strength of both, but what remained in their eyes was something very clear. We still have each other. Mid-morning, Jack stopped and turned to Linda. The tent roof had collapsed on one side. Do you want to rebuild it or dismantle and make a new one? Linda looked at the tilted tent, the place that had sheltered her through the darkest years, then she said, after a pause, rebuild it, not new, but still livable. Jack nodded. That answer suited her, not too hopeful, nor giving up. All afternoon, they didn't rest. Only the sound of sawing, hammering nails, wooden planks stamping on the wet ground. Jack propped up the new corner post while Linda sewed the tears in the canvas by hand. By hand. Each stitch slow and deep, like mending a piece of life itself. By afternoon, the tent stood again. By afternoon, the tent stood again, stood up, though not as beautiful as before, but sturdy, and inside. Light filtered through the transparent plastic patches, enough to light up. She could see her reflection again without fear, no longer afraid. Jack sat down, leaning back. I didn't expect this tent to survive last night. Linda smiled faintly. Me neither. That statement wasn't philosophical, not flowery, but it made Jack turn and look at her for a long time, as if for the first time he clearly saw the woman before him not just as a survivor, but as someone who still chose to live on with someone. The storm receded just before dawn. The sky didn't immediately brighten. Instead, long, damp clouds and a pale white light covered the yard. A kind of silence, after chaos that no one dared to break. Linda pushed open the tent door first. The ground was flooded. The canvas roof sagged on one side, the wooden head still hanging dangling in front. The old peach tree lay across the path. No one needed to say it. The tent had just survived a heavy blow. Jack stepped out after, looking around. He didn't ask if she was okay, didn't exclaim. He just said, "Where do we start first?" Linda pointed to the tree trunk. "We'll have to cut this off. I still have the saw in the shed." They started from there. The most obvious, heaviest part. Jack sawed the tree, while Linda picked up the small branches and piled them in a corner. Then they together cleared the torn sandbags, re-nailed the loose door latches, straightened the bent frame. No one talked about last night, didn't say they were scared. They were lucky to be alive. Because they knew. They were both too familiar with the feeling of uncertainty.
Oh,
What
Lisa,
needed to be done
I found
now
the bucket. It's up here.
was to resist the thought of giving up.
Go fetch some water.
While pulling the canvas back over the eaves, Jack looked up. Part of this tent can't be used anymore. Linda was securing the kitchen corner. She looked up, thought for a few seconds, then discard that part. Keep the good one. We can live.
Come
in
out
it.
here and wash your hands and feet.
We can make it smaller. Her voice was very normal. No regret, no bitterness. Just like someone accepting that some things can't be saved, and that's okay. After temporarily fixing the roof, they moved inside. Linda gathered the fallen items, checked each one. Some bowls broken, some pots dented, but many things were still intact. Only lost a pot lid and a few small cups, she said. Not too bad. Jack sat on the floor, opened the box of screws, and began reinforcing the wobbly table legs. Linda cleaned the kitchen, wiped each drawer. Both worked silently, not calling each other but always in each other's sight. By afternoon, the tent stood again. Not new, not straight, but sturdier than in the morning. Jack washed his face, then sat on the steps. Linda brought 2 glasses of cool water. They sat looking at the remaining pile of branches and leaves. The storm came and went. Linda nodded. Yeah, but this time, we weren't swept away by it.
We've finished cleaning up. It's getting late. Should we head to the market now?
Not yet. Clouds drifted slowly
Then
over
lock
the
the
dew,
door.
still lingered
What are
on
you
the
taking?
leaves, and the forest smelled of wet grass and tree sap. Linda slung the basket over her shoulder, hand holding a small knife, turned to look at Jack buttoning his shirt. She wore an old cloth hat, pants rolled up neatly, sleeves rolled. Her eyes both worried and excited, as if for the first time leaving the narrow garden. Going deep where she didn't
Later,
have to
I'll
think
drop
too
you at
much
the
about
market,
yesterday.
then you can head home
Jack
yourself.
said, "No need to lead." Linda followed behind with small
Because I
but
have
steady
some company
steps.
business on the way back. Last night, the wind was so strong, I couldn't sleep. I'm thinking of building a small hut here. And a heart-shaped hut over there. You probably misunderstood what I meant again, because I'm building here. I'll just introduce the tourist area right away. Because this place is peaceful, green and cool. I'm planning to turn it into a tourist area, and also, have you all come to create an icon for this place? Jack, why did you choose me for that? Because you're a special person. And your personality is very gentle. Thank you.
Deep into the fruit season, along the path, trees laden with red fruits. Grapefruit trees, juicy. Golden purple, Linda pointed to each type. Which ones need to ripen fully, which to pick early? Jack remembered with his eyes and hands. Picking which fruit, wrapping in which cloth, setting aside for whom at the market. Who likes that? Sister Shao loves wild strawberries, remember, and the rice seller likes the young ones for salad. Linda smiled. You remember better than I do. They crossed a small stream. Jack helped Linda over the slippery part, not holding too tight. Just enough for her to balance. That gesture wasn't because she was weak, but because he wanted her to stand on her own, even over a wet rock section.
Here are the fruits, sis. 2 fruits, a sister asked. Yeah, they're big. How many do you want? About 30 fruits.
The tall grapefruit tree, roots bulging above the ground like fake veins, fruits shining golden yellow, leaves gray and dusty. Linda looked up, couldn't help but exhale softly. So beautiful. None climbed up first, agile like a child, familiar with every branch. Linda stood below, holding the basket to catch each fruit, her hands firm but eyes full of caution.
Where are the most fruits? Take it slow. Pick the good ones.
As if these grapefruits were the remnants of someone who planted them for someone who hadn't returned yet. Do you often eat grapefruit? None asked from above.
Watch out for fruits falling on your head, okay?
As a child, her mother often peeled grapefruit
She didn't
in the
say
afternoon, just peeled. But then the whole house was quiet and peaceful. The answer made none slow down a beat. She didn't ask more, but a while later, when coming down the tree, her face full of sweat, hands scratched, still smiling lightly. I like the feeling of picking grapefruit, like doing something no one forces, but I feel I should. Linda sat down, opened the basket, wrapped each fruit in the net, Nun washed her hands by the well, then brought a cup of green tea. They sat next to each other, but not awkward. Linda said softly, in the afternoon, they carried the grapefruit basket home. Linda let Nun keep most. She only took 10 fruits. Enough to make a jar of candied peel the next day, a dish she hadn't made since her mother passed. Late afternoon, the sun faded behind the tin roof, leaving a streak of light stretched across the yard. The ceiling fan whirred, creaking in the small living room, swirling like the breath of someone who didn't want to do anything but wait. Uncle Diem sat at the old wooden tea table, the folding chair faded, hands clasped on the edge of the coffee cup that had cooled long ago. He didn't read the newspaper or turn on the TV, just occasionally looked out the window, where Lisa usually returned after 5, taking off shoes and calling loudly, "Today I bought some potatoes." Today it was nearly 6.
Why
Uncle
at this
wasn't
hour?
impatient like young
Hasn't Jack
people.
brought my little sister home
Didn't
yet?
call repeatedly, didn't text non-stop, but every sound outside was enough to make him turn his head slightly, his old eyes accustomed to waiting, but not to silence too long. Uncle Diem took a sip of the cold, bitter coffee. Perhaps because it had sat too long, or perhaps because his heart was worried but not convenient to admit it. The table, the small clock ticked slowly
Lisa.
in the corner of the room.
You're back? Who brought you home? It was stormy. I was so worried. Our house is sturdy anyway. Up in the tent. Was everything okay?
Where's Mom? She's gone to the market.
I'm heading to the company for a bit. Today, I'm holding this meeting to ask for everyone's opinions. Now, I have an idea to build a small model on the hill. And Dad, 1 or 2 more huts. What do you have in mind? How do you want it? I will build 1 or 2 more huts in the yard area outside Linda's. And we'll get an image for our company. The huts, what shape do you want? Structure like a regular house, or some kind of symbol? Later, I'll send it to you, then you can start designing, okay? Yeah, send it to my computer. I'll design it. Now, Hoang, check how many workers we have left. As Uncle Diem said, there are 4 workers. All male workers, Uncle Diem? Yeah, 3 males and 1 female. Then now, transfer 3 more people to this side. To handle the light tasks, have her bring them over. She's there to help out. Uncle, transfer 3 female workers to this side. The 3 males can go to the other side for heavy work. If possible, we'll start tomorrow. Now, if no one objects, have the workers start tomorrow. Sister, now the remaining workers are all male? Uncle, what? Yeah, currently. There are 3 males and 1 female. Uncle, transfer them to me. Transfer all the females. Have the women handle those tasks. It'll work better. On the side, working on the football field. The female team is handling a lot. Transfer them back to work on this. Then this afternoon, Uncle, go to the football field and tell the sisters. If there are no changes, just proceed and start tomorrow. So for today's tasks, the design will be handled by Uncle Diane. The workers I'll assign to Hoang. Yes, start work tomorrow. Yes. Uncle James, after finishing the design, send it to Hoang, so Hoang can manage the workers. That's it. Meeting adjourned.
The meeting officially ended in the morning. People left gradually, taking notes, preliminary estimates, and nods, promising further consideration. Juan nodded, his hand already holding a pencil, drawing small squares
Wooden
on the
huts
map.
with
leaf roofs, no cement foundation, utilizing
no
the
concrete
land slope,
imagination.
each hut far enough apart to hear the wind. Linda woke up earlier than usual. No one called. No rooster crowing, no footsteps across the porch. Just a gentle stillness. Even making her unable to lie back down. She took the bamboo basket and went behind the house, chose a small plot near the tent edge, where a few days ago sandbags were stacked against the storm. The soil there was turned up, light, but sunlight shone just enough. She began turning the soil, not with a shovel, just gloved hands, raking lightly stroke by stroke. The soil still soft, damp. Its warm fermented smell reminded her of something far away. Her mother as a child. Whenever sad, Linda's mother didn't comfort. She just pulled her child to the garden and said, "The soul absorbs sadness better than anyone." Linda smiled lightly, not because she was happy, because today she was doing exactly that. Without anyone reminding her, she took seeds from the old tin box. 10 o'clock flower seeds, planted once, then they fall, bloom again, sometimes off schedule, sometimes not at all, but quietly living among the vegetables. Not demanding a stage. She didn't think she needed flowers, but this morning, seeing the box, her hand opened it instinctively, like someone accidentally opening an old letter. Not expecting a reply, just to remember someone once lived very gently. And she once was like that. Each time she planted a seed, down, she whispered in her heart something no one knew. One seed for the day she was silent. One for the time she was beaten without crying. One for the dream once folded and stored in a drawer. One for the first time she wanted to live on. Though without clear reason. Wine blew lightly, her hair fluttering messily. She didn't brush it back, didn't bow to avoid the sun, just continued planting like a silent ritual, no audience needed, no immediate results required. That moment, a woman bending over the soil, hands muddy, sweat on her back, nothing impressive to the hurried. But to anyone who lost faith, wanted to disappear, lived through violence, this was sacred. Daring to plant something, not knowing if it would bloom. She watered lightly, just enough to moisten the surface, then sat back, hands behind. Looking at the long row of soil, with a few wooden sticks as markers. The sky began to rise high. She stood up straight. She sat for a long time, not expecting sprouts to emerge, not expecting praise for beauty, just sitting like someone who just placed their heart on the ground and trusted the earth to keep it. The sky just cleared from last night's rain, the air damp, soul soft, the smell of fresh mud rising, mixed with crushed wild grass. Linda tied her hair, carried a hoe to the cornfield behind the house where she planted seeds over 2 weeks ago. The corn had sprouted about 20 centimeters, not enough to stand firm, but enough to make the planter feel it wasn't in vain. She didn't look at the corn first, she looked at the weeds. Weeds grew fast. No one needed to remind, no encouragement needed. Just damp soil, weeds would crowd up, swallowing every crevice the corn struggled to hold. She propped the hoe on the ground, took a deep breath, hands sweaty and sandy. Eyes narrowed, then began. The first hoe stroke not deep, just skimming, targeting weeds, not corn roots. Linda was used to this since childhood, but it never got easier, because farming was never light work. Even to save a few corn plants taller than a handspan. This scene repeated: hoe, turn, pull, shake off soil, toss weeds aside. But it wasn't boring, because each action was done with a certain rhythm, like wordless music, each time pulling a large clump of weeds. She breathed softly, not from tiredness but relief, like removing something tight inside herself. Midway through a row, she sat down, stroked a small corn plant lightly, stem still soft, not standing straight, leaves curled, not fully open, grows strong. Okay, she said, whispering like to a child. She said that only for herself to hear. But the audience could feel Linda wasn't just talking to the corn, she was talking to herself, to the soft, weak part in her, that for too long only knew to bow and endure. She continued hoeing, sweat starting down her neck, sun up, mud starting to stick, but her eyes brighter, face no longer heavy. Midway, she stopped, sat on the field edge, leaning against a banana trunk, hand on knee, eyes looking at the newly turned land. Weeds rampant, corn standing clearer. Not beautiful, not evenly green, but with boundaries. And that, for Linda, was enough to continue. The sun grew harsher. Linda wrung the cloth on her forehead, wiped sweat, then continued. Her rhythm steady like deep breaths, short and concise. She didn't look at the sky, nor the whole field, just the weed clumps in front. Short sections, like how people overcome dark days. Bit by bit, not knowing how far left. The thin gloves torn at the middle finger, Dirt under nails, sticking tight, sometimes weed roots deep, pulling long, heavy roots. Linda used both hands to pull, like removing something old from her heart that no one helped name. A bee flew by, landing on a cornstalk. She paused a few seconds, watched it, then quietly bowed and continued. Sometimes even the smallest life reminds one they're still doing something useful. Sweat began soaking her back, arms aching, shoulders tired. But no one called her to rest. No one told her to try more. And perhaps that's why her heart felt at peace. As the sky turned to evening, Linda finished the last row in the cornfield. Hands still muddy, shirt back wet, knees slightly aching. After hours bending
Oh, you're
to weed.
here.
Footsteps sounded
You're
on the
here.
Soul Hill. Not strong, not hasty, but firm. Linda turned. It was Jack. He didn't say hello or that he arrived. Just approached, hand holding a brown cloth bag. On the bag a skillful stitch. The kind of bag for wrapping items. Not large but
It's
worth
so
carrying
sunny.
carefully.
Why aren't you wearing a hat?
Jack stopped before the porch, not stepping up. For you. Linda didn't take it right away, just looked at him a second. Nothing
What is
big,
it?
just so your old one was. Your shirt shoulders worn. She hesitated. Then took the bag, didn't open right away. You bought it? Jack shook his head. Had a friend sew it.
Probably
Not
in a
sure
few
if you
days,
like the
I'll
style.
have the workers come in
But the
to build
fabric
these
is
two
light,
things.
good for work, sturdy and cool. Linda bowed slightly, her hand lightly stroking the fabric surface through the bag. She wasn't used to receiving gifts, especially clothes. To her, clothes were for fitting,
Today
not
I
needing
went up
beauty.
and bought a set of clothes for you.
Jack sat beside her, not
Go
to close.
try them on.
I don't think you need more stuff.
No,
I just
I'm
thought
dirty from
someone
weeding.
like
I
you,
haven't bathed yet.
working so much, should have something new.
Then
That
stand
sentence
here
was
so I can
ordinary,
measure
but
you.
hard to say if not sincere. She opened the bag. Inside was a set of rough fabric clothes in a gentle long-sleeved shirt, wide pants, simple but sturdy seams. No lace, no patterns, but each stitch even, like someone sat slowly making it while thinking of
It's
the
so
wearer.
beautiful, Jack.
She looked for a while, then folded it. I'll try it tomorrow. Jack didn't reply, just smiled. That moment had no background music, no dazzling light, but between them, something was shifting. Linda, who once thought she had nothing new, now sat in the afternoon sky, holding a gift without price, and Jack, who once didn't know how to make someone
Okay,
believe
now.
he cared.
The sun
Now
is less
knew
harsh. Let me
sometimes,
finish the work.
Just bringing a set of clothes, not out of pity,
You
not
probably
to
don't
atone,
need
but
to.
believing
That
that
can
person
wait.
deserved to live comfortably. Not just
We can
in
do it
heart but on
gradually.
skin.
Let me help you with it later. Now you should go. Wash your hair and bathe, then try it on.
Linda didn't often go to salons. She was used to washing her own hair, drying it in the sun, or sometimes towel drying with a worn cotton cloth. Years living alone taught her to do everything neatly, quickly, less mess, especially body-related tasks. That afternoon, the sky was overcast but
Sit
not
here.
raining yet.
I'll go down to the
Wine
stream to
blew
wash my
strongly
hair.
from the stream.
Let me
bringing
come
cold
with
air.
you.
Linda prepared early. Cotton towel, shampoo from bold soapberries she made, a small bottle of warm water, and the small
Used
wooden
for
comb.
years.
She went behind the house where the stream water flowed down. There was a flat stone where she often placed the basin to wash. As she stepped onto the porch, Jack was bent repairing a rattan chair leg. Hearing the slipper sounds, he turned, saw the towel on her shoulder. "Where are you going?" Linda pointed behind. Wash hair. Jack looked at the sky. It's about to rain. Linda nodded, said nothing more. She still intended to go, but her hand tightened on the basin handle. Jack stood, dusted his hands. If you don't mind, her a moment, let me help. Linda froze, like something hit her chest. You wash hair? Jack shrugged, smiling lightly like offering to wash a car. I used to wash my mother's hair when she was sick, not too clumsy. Linda didn't agree, didn't refuse. She was silent a while, then said softly, "Then let me boil more water for warmth." Linda placed a low plastic chair in the yard. She sat down. Jack turned. Her long hair, thick and slightly messy from wearing a hat all day, fell down her back. Jack knelt behind her, hands gently, no joking words. No averted eyes. Just a calm gesture as if familiar. Linda handed him the soapberry shampoo. Use a little, don't get in eyes. Jack nodded. Poured warm water into the ladle, tested the temperature, then gently poured over her hair. The sound of water flowing through hair, down neck, hitting the cement floor, spreading like music without rhythm. Linda sat still, not breathing heavily. Each pour of water made her heart sink. Not from emotion but wondering when she had let someone get so close. There's something very different here. Washing hair is touching. But for someone used to defending, used to handling everything alone, letting someone touch their head is a form of letting go. Jack rubbed soapberries in his palms, creating foam. The smell of soapberries, grapefruit peel, and lemon wafted gently. Very feminine, he was gentle, not scratching scalp, not pressing hard. Just massaging small circles from crown to behind ears. Down to nape. Linda closed her eyes, her hands relaxed. Loose on lap, head slightly bowed. Hair like a long stream between them, no more need for questions. The sky gray but not dark. Rain not yet, but in someone's heart, something just washed clean. Jack used a towel to dry excess water. Linda's hair wet, but soft, he combed with the wooden comb bit by bit, not pulling hard. If tangled, he stopped, gently untangling with fingers. Linda smiled, first time in this scene. Asked softly, "Did your mother untangle hair like this for you?" Each untangle was a story. Jack asked softly, "Now who tells stories for you?" Linda silent, then replying, "No one, but probably don't need any more. I remember them all." Wind blew through swaying leaves. The house behind silent as holding breath. Jack wiped the damp hair again with dry towel. "Done. Your hair smells great." Linda looked up, turned half body to look at Jack. Not smiling but eyes softened. "Thank you." That moment, if someone passed, might think this was a couple, together many years. Calm. No pretense, no image keeping. But knowing Linda would understand she never let anyone wash her hair, and for her, washing hair wasn't about clean or dirty. Linda stood, twisted hair to one side. Jack still sat, didn't ask more. She went inside, then returned, bringing two glasses of bold, cooled water. Drank, to get rid of the soapberry smell. Jack took it, they drank together. No clinking, no toasts, but drank like two who just did something very real, very alive. Linda's hair draped over shoulder, dripping on shirt. Her face no makeup. Not much smiling, but from Jack's view, She was bright. Not from sunlight, but because she just let someone help. Without feeling indebted, Jack said no words about emotions. He just set the glass down, wiped hands on jeans, looked up at the eaves. Strange today. No rain. Linda nodded. Maybe the sky wanted me to finish washing first.
Close your eyes.
Sit here and wait a bit. I'm going to bathe.
Take this new set of clothes with you. Go ahead.
Hair still damp, but Linda wrapped a towel around her head, stepped into the simple tent, still smelling of sun-dried wood and fabric. Her hand lightly touched the cloth bag, orange that Jack gave earlier. It remained in place, untouched by anyone. Linda looked at the bag long, no smile, no hesitation, slowly untied the knot, pulled out the neatly folded clothes, a long-sleeved shirt, rough fabric in bright color, with matching loose pants, light and soft. No lace, no flowers, but each seemed even, delicate, not like something bought casually at market. She glanced through the door, Jack sitting on porch, back turned, not looking in, not urging, no sign of waiting. Linda placed the set on the bed. Stood looking a bit, her hand touched each part. Collar, shoulder seam, sleeves. It had been long since she wore new clothes. Even longer, wearing something chosen thinking of her. Trying new clothes was once trivial. But for someone used, too old, worn things. For utility only. Trying something unnecessary was a decision. She changed slowly, each button a heavier breath. The shirt fit perfectly, loose but not baggy, as if measured from silent observations, from someone who saw her bend to carry water, or sit fanning her shirt outside. Tense, soft, slightly flare, making her walk more at ease. Then she realized. Linda stepped to the small mirror hung temporarily, a wooden frame. Mirror warped on one side, but enough to see the person in it was her. But also like a different her. That person not tired, not defensive, not wearing worn collar shirt. That person seemed cared for. Linda sat on bed edge, hand lightly stroking him. A while later, she stepped to porch. Jack still sitting there waiting. Hands on knees, eyes looking far, as if not expecting the when light footsteps on damp bricks. He turned, said nothing right away. His eyes silent a few seconds, not surprised, not praising, but in that look something very clear. He saw her, not the clothes, but Linda. In the shape she deserved. Linda stood straight, hands lightly in pockets, tilted head. Does it fit? Jack smiled, a rare smile. Not mocking, not shy. Just right. I'm afraid tomorrow others will want to give too. Linda laughed out loud. First time that day. No one gifts. I don't have that many people. Jack nodded, looked away but was still light. Don't need many, one seeing is enough. And that's enough. No need for more teary scenes, no hand-holding. Just someone who lived defensively. Too long. Now knows she can wear a shirt. Not for cold protection, but deserving to feel light.
Linda.
The tent after rain had a unique smell. Damp wood, rotten leaves, and faintly somewhere Linda's freshly dried hair smell. Soapberry and something very real, very alive. The small wooden bridge newly built a few days ago lay right below the rock slope, spanning the rainwater ditch from the forest pouring in. Jack built it by hand with some wood, some bamboo remaining, not long, not very sturdy, but enough for two to stand. Walk? Jack asked Linda. She looked at him, then the bridge, nodded. She changed slippers, lightly rolled pants, followed him down the still slippery slope. The bridge about 10 meters long, below a thin water line. Not enough to float a branch, but enough to reflect afternoon sun. Two stood side by side, no holding hands, silent at first, around trees rustling. Farther a tilted tent, once a refuge. Now starting point. Linda leaned lightly on the bridge railing. Jack arms crossed, eyes scanning the land. Vegetable garden recovering, young corn rose even. Freshly cut grass still fragrant, the small tent clean and standing firm. First time here, I hated this place, Linda said suddenly. Jack turned, not surprised, just waiting for more. Because it's too heavy, no one to ask. No car sounds, no neighbors to borrow soy sauce. She smiled faintly, but probably because of that, I can still stay now. Jack nodded, no interrupting. Wine from the 10 o'clock flowers. Near the fence, leaning one way, Jack pointed.